Trust me, it's not easy to get a good light when you record. Trust me, if you haven't done this yourself. It's not easy, you know. Uh, when I started this shit YouTube in 2000 and what was 2005, 2006, the horrible quality, but even to get a good light is very, very difficult. Trust me, trust me, trust me. And I don't want to have a light like a fucking TV studio, I want to have a light that's uh, ambient, and it's not easy to get. Maybe this is too dark, but yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I was gonna talk about BitChute and the right wingers over there. BitChute and the right wingers, because I spend more time on BitChute than probably 99% of the Americans, Infowars and all this shit. So I know about everything about your society. So trust me, trust me, trust me. And what I want to talk about is this kind of Jew hatred that they have. And I suspect that they're actually Jews that writes this, because Americans, they don't even know where Israel is on the map. You understand me? And they don't know anything about Hitler. They don't know anything about Europe at all. If you do that, then you can write to me and tell me what Övertorneå and Manama is on the map. Okay? You can tell me where Överkalix is if you're so fucking intelligent, right? So you know about what happened during World War II, right? But Americans have illusions of grandeur, That's what I'm telling you. My guess is that it's used himself that got in and write this shit. Or like Randall's father that has indoctrinated him as a kid. He doesn't understand shit because he didn't live in Europe. I lived in Europe. My grandfather was there at that time, and they told me Hitler was no fucking hero if you think. You know that Stalin. I don't know if I can talk about this, but Stalin could have easily invaded Europe if he wanted to, but he didn't. And you claim that Hitler saved Europe. If Hitler saved Europe, then why the fuck did he go into France and Africa and try to make like Alexander the Great thing? Can you explain that to me, please? No, you can't, because you don't know shit. So stop that childish shit. I don't know what's wrong with Americans in their fucking head. Tinfoil, can you explain me what the fuck is wrong with them? Well, as I said, I think it's the Jews themselves. Do you even know what Israel stands for? Do you even know that? Before you talked about Donald Trump, right? He was gonna save us and give you $1 million, and I don't know what the fuck he talked about, right? How did that go for you? Huh? Do you have $12 million in your account now? Oh, I guess not, huh? Yep. When I say Americans, I have to be careful because they can shut off my video. But to label Americans as 350 people, that's not really bullying. That's a continent. So you cannot bully. I'm one person against 350 million. So how the fuck can that be bullying? Can you explain that, please? No, you can't. Because the truth doesn't matter. Haven't you realized that yet? No, you haven't. You still believe there's a bat virus flying around. And I want to uh, tell you about my other account. It's called Drunken Philosopher 2, if you can find that, because that's how it all started for me. So go into Drunk Philosopher 2. This is just more advanced. But they were, it's the same knowledge during just a different time. Okay. I haven't changed that much since then. So, well, I've become a lot darker, but and a lot stronger as well. But that's another thing, you know. But and I have a lot of less respect for humanity. You know, I thought like flat Earth was gonna be like, oh, now you understand that the fucking people are a bunch of retards. They can't even investigate it. And I thought that 9/11 was just kind of like, okay, they want to investigate it. They're a bunch of retards. Then when Jordan Maxwell explained religion, then I thought, okay, well, people are retards. They want to investigate it. Okay, but that's, well, you murder 1 million Iraqi men and women and kids. And I met one in Colombia, a sniper. He sat and cried. He had killed 20 innocent people. So I have heard the story. Okay, and I was there when it happened. I seen the support your troops on the fucking cars. So I know. And now the Patriots was gonna take down the deep state. And what happened? Yeah, Donald Trump fucked you up. So now you're labeled as terrorists because they want to take the Second Amendment from you. And they say like this. The argument is like this. I'm gonna tell you. If they let me. Otherwise, Tinfoil put this on BitChute, okay? Because I don't have the fucking time or the interest. You are allowed to put my videos on BitChute. I tried to upload one on BitChute, but it didn't work, so I don't give a shit. Really, I don't give a shit. You can do what the fuck you want. Kill yourselves, kill each other, take the vaccine, take 100 vaccine, be surveilled, go into a fucking vegan diet, and do what the fuck you want. All right, I don't give a shit. Actually, I just want to express the reality for you before I go away. Okay, and when that is gonna happen, I don't know yet. I thought it was already gonna happen, but once again, I don't want to live in a society like this. You think United States is the only fucking shit place in the world with this corona shit? We have we have it all over Europe, you know. Sweden was just the last place that they were gonna come to. But I told you that, you know, if you go back and listen to my videos, if you have the patience, but you don't. Drunken Philosopher 2 or Musical Sounds, you will see that I wasn't wrong about much. I don't know if you can prove one single thing that I've been wrong. And why? Am I a genius? God. Why? Well, first of all, it's my DNA. I'm pure, you know. Um, I'm not. I'm some part mixed, but I am the original Aries, and the Aries came from. Um, if you read the Veda scriptures, it's 2 million years ago from the North Pole, and I have Inuit in me. That's the Alaskans, and then my mother is from basically from Sweden, like well, you don't understand what the fucking is, but it's from Västergötland and some Norwegian and some south of Sweden and some Danish and a little bit European from Germany and England. Okay, but the main part is from the north. Okay, so and Finnish, but Finland and Sweden is neighbors. You know, it's like United States and Canada. You know, so it's not that different, but probably the blue eyes and everything comes from there. You know, I have nothing against Finland. I have nothing against Norway. I have nothing against Denmark. Uh, I watched two persons that looked like me, and I went up and asked them. I was in like I was traveling around, and I was like looking myself in the mirror, you know. And I asked him, "Where are you from?" Because I wanted to know, you know. It was like, and he said, "I'm from Germany." And I never been to Germany. I thought German were different, uh, look completely different. But he looked like me. It was like looking myself in the mirror. It was pretty scary, you know. The same beard, the same color, the same. Yeah, you understand, you know. And my dad, he goes on that we're from fucking Russia. There was no Russian DNA in me, and I can tell you this: there were no fucking African DNA in me, so we don't come from Africa. So forget about the evolution theory. Forget about that shit. There was not 1 promille, not 0.001% from Africa. It was Scandinavia, Finland, and Inuit. Inuit is from Alaska, like fucking the Eskimos. And Sweden and Norway used to be the same country, if you didn't know that. And Sweden and Denmark used to be pretty much the same country as well. So, but nothing else. I'm gonna go into my mom's DNA. I haven't checked it out yet because she said there were also some European countries, not a big part, but a small part. She's told me Germany and England, but England is like, the Vikings went to England and it was fucking French and Italians and there were everybody went to England. So of course some Swedish people went to England, But I'm gonna see it, But more than 50 or 75% is from the north. Övertorneå, Manime, Finnish, Norrbotten, Överkalix. Not 1% from Stockholm. Not even 1%. And my grandfather was born here in Stockholm. But they were not from Stockholm. They were from the south. It's called Blekinge. It's the south of Sweden. And Västergötland is the southwest. It's like close to Gothenburg, if you know. And then you have Norway. Norway is, you know where Norway is. You can look it up. Yeah, where were we? Yeah, BitChute. Yeah, the Jew hatred. Stop that shit, okay? Because it's not the Jews, it's the Vatican. Listen to Jordan Maxwell, okay? There might be a Jewish cult, Zionists, but you have to be specific. Don't say Jews. It's ridiculous. Use your fucking brain, for fuck's sake, American. Because you are Americans, right? That's what you are. Otherwise, you wouldn't be on BitChute. And I'm not gonna spend my time sitting there arguing with fucking retards. And I can tell you what channels you should look at. You have Dollar Vigilante, Jeff Berwick. You have Crow House with Max Egan. You have Mark Devlin. He's from England. He's very good. He's a fucking genius also. And then you have Infowars, but they pump out information. But they have some good stuff, Um, People say, "Oh, he's a fucking chill." Yeah, but that's up to you to use your critical fucking thinking. You're an adult or you're a fucking retarded kid. Can you think or not? Huh? Fucking scary. Oh well. What more? You have um Sage Quay, Mike Williams. He's very good. Listen to the stories of both the COVID shit that he makes, and listen to the Paul McCartney conspiracy. That's very, very interesting. And what more do you have? Ole Dammegård. That is light on conspiracies. He's a fucking genius. He's half Danish, half Swedish. What more do you have? Well, Jordan Maxwell you have, and you have David Icke. What more do you have? What more do you have? There's a movie called Battle of Europe from 2017 you can look at. It's 10 hours. It's pretty interesting. Do we have time left? Do you want do you want me to explain to you who QAnon is? Well, it's Brennan. It's an insider from Trump's organization. Okay, his name is Brennan. I don't remember the first name. But when I talked to my dad about this, you know, I never said it was true. I just told him like, "Oh, this is the fucking amazing story I ever heard in my life." It's fucking amazing. And he said that this is a woman. Women speak like this when it comes to kids kidnapped and in tunnels and everything. He said this is a woman who is behind this shit. And you have the guy Charlie Freak, and who does he sit with all every day? Yeah, it is a woman. So there you go. Charlie Freak was exposed. I don't know what happened, but you don't get high from blood. You know, if my friends, they are the hardest fucking drug addicts in the fucking world, in the fucking universe, in history. If they knew about the drug called adrenochrome, don't you think they would fucking get that shit? And why do you get high from blood? Just fucking take a knife and drink it, and you will see if you get high or not. But only Americans believe that shit, especially women. So there's that. What more? What more tinfoil? What more do you want me to expose? You want me to expose deep thoughts? What more? What more do you want to know? 2025 IMF is going to stop this pandemic sponsorship, and they're going to do another one called SPARS. And you know, most people that are going to die is going to die from vaccination. I don't think it will really bother me, but I don't know. Um, I haven't planned to live a long life. 50s enough. So maybe I take the vaccine because they say about 5 years. If I can be dead in 5 years, I'd be pretty glad. Because it seemed I haven't even had a fucking cold in fucking 15 years. And Kai hadn't had a cold since he was 7 years old. So I don't know what the fuck your problem is. But we're from Sweden. We're not fucking Americans. You're mixed. You don't know what the fuck you come from. You're like a street dog. You know, so you don't know where you come from. Um, I know exactly where I come from, and I know exactly how to live, and I know exactly if I want to live long, but I don't know if I want to live long in this society and this world. Do you understand me? It's so the state and the authorities have controlled you so damn much. So I don't know if I want to be a part of that. Even if I have a little girl here 20-year-old, running around here. I don't know if that's enough. I don't know. You know what I lived for? I live for the music. But people don't even understand that shit. They don't understand it. It's a miracle that they understand Metallica, for example, but they don't understand Metallica's level of metaphor lyrically. They only listen to it because it's heavy. It's fucking heavy. Same thing with most rock. But if you start to analyze what they're saying, I don't believe a second that Hetfield wrote the lyrics from Beyond Kill Them All, Ride the Lightning, Master of Puppets, Justice for All. Maybe he wrote a little bit on Load, stuff like that, because he had seen a lot of things. I don't think he even read the book from Hemingway, For Whom the Bell Tolls. I don't believe that. Beatles didn't write their own music. That's been proven. Look at Mike Williams' videos. He proves it 1,000%. And when I started playing guitar, when I was like 13 years old or something, and I played the Beatles, I was like, how the fuck could they write so many songs? They didn't. They sang on the songs. Plus, uh, Paul McCartney was uh, exchanged by Billy Shears in 1967, Sergeant Pepper. Okay, it's a totally different style. If you know music, then you will hear it like that. Boom, bang, ching, boom, boom. But people don't. I don't know what fucking people have in their heads anymore. For I don't know. I don't fucking know anymore. And stop with this conspiracy theory because they had that on TV. They showed like the moon landing was a conspiracy, and they showed like some information, and then they had scientists defending it. Fucking disgusting. But don't say conspiracy because that's a word that fucking they made up to label you crazy. Okay, use critical thinking. It's called fallacies. Take a class in critical thinking and read a book about fallacies. Okay, believing authority is a fallacy. You can't argue from authority. It's a fallacy. Okay, there's a lot of fucking fallacies. But Americans, they don't have seem to go to university at all. I don't know. And I took broadcasting in America when I lived in Los Angeles, and already then, before I knew this shit, I was young. I was 22. You know, I didn't know about David Icke or Jordan Maxwell, but already then I understood how they control the mind. If you don't know that, you're so about below me, so forget about it. And money, you know, you can be fucking broke pretty fucking soon. Ray Romano, my sister worked for him. He made $30 million a year or some shit because you have a TV studio over there, but it could go down like bang, shoom, bang, boom, boom, boom. Just like Detroit, bang, boom, boom, and now you take fucking drugs and fentanyl. So you shouldn't be so fucking cocky. Learn Swedish so we can talk in Swedish instead if you want to talk to me, but you don't. And don't tell me I drink and take substances because my body is so fucking used to it. So it doesn't affect me. It's like drinking coffee or tea for you, you know. So don't do that shit either, you know. Don't downgrade my views. You can watch the other people. They never drink. They never take any substances. And this video is not going to be uploaded on YouTube. I can tell you that. I will upload it to some other place. But this is the truth. And there's more. I don't know how much you can take. I don't know how much you can take. You know, all you sit and talk about is Green Day's drummer, you know. I listened to Green Day when I was fucking 12, for fuck's sake, Tim, for. Why the fuck did you sit and write me that shit for? I try to tell you some serious shit, you know. Didn't I tell you fucking Donald Trump was nothing? Yep. Maybe you should trust my intuition a little better, you know. If I'm wrong, I accept that I am wrong. But I can tell you this. They were never on the moon because the earth is not round. Trust me. The earth is not round. I don't even know if what the structure is, if we can understand it. But it's not round. You can see it with your own eyes, you know. You can see how the sun and moon move. So you can see that the moon is not lit up from the sun, you know. And they made a movie called, I think it was called Level, with Bonacci and Eric Dubay and ODD and all kinds of people for the amateurs that we other know since fucking 2015. So fucking stupid that we have to wait for the idiots to wake up. So fucking tired of it, you know. And a prostitute here is $300. Do you know how much we pay in tax in Sweden? Do you know how much we pay in tax? $300. That's well, it's at least a week's work, 40 hours, to put your thing in a girl for 1 hour, and maybe you don't even gonna get it up, or maybe it's even gonna be bad, but they take that shit. Yep, yep, yep. What we others, poor fuckers, 40 hours a week for how much do we get after tax? Well, after tax, I think it's less than $500. If you work 40 hours, you get like $1,700, I think, after tax. So that's how it is. Even if you have a good job, you know, the highest paid engineers, civil engineers, then maybe they get after tax maybe 3,000 at most, not more. Not more than 3,000. And we have the most expensive society, so police I think makes around that, maybe $2,500 a month. So you live in a different world, America. You live in a completely different world. You don't know, man. But the as my friend said, the farmer boy from Västerås. Hmm. You know, I have some serious fucking knowledge behind me. You cannot fool me. Even if I take 1,000 grams a day or drink 10,000 beers a day, I will still beat you. Trust me. It, and if I was in Silicon Valley, forget it. Forget it. Yep. What more tinfoil? How much do you have in you? Is it too hard? Too deep? Yep, I guess so. Don't fuck with the Swedes because don't do it, you know? Uh, watch your Jay Leno and David Letterman. You don't know the intelligence over here. You don't know. I'm not talking about myself, but the older generations, you know. It's not a joke. Trust me. Only they have never had access to Wall Street and Silicon Valley, and they haven't had the marine fucking destroy the fucking Middle East and rob them from opium and oil and all this shit. You know, we haven't done that. You know, so but wait, your country, according to Jeff Berwick, is gonna go to hell. And I thought it was already gonna be that. There was a time when it looked like that. You remember the BLT and all this shit? There was a time when I think like, oh fuck, now it's gonna. Even Richard from Boston talked about that. So I don't know if to change the plan, but why do you um, cut off China? Are you so scared of the Chinese? Because I invested a lot of money because the Chinese are the most productive and intelligent technologies in the world. But Joe Biden just cut him off. You know, no. We don't want this competition. And you are going to be free market, or you're going to be fucking Cuba now. I thought you hated Che Guevara. I thought you hated what's his name, the guy after Che Guevara. You know who I mean. And now you're going to be the same. And the biggest communist was Donald Trump. He wanted like lock down all the fucking countries. He wanted the United States to produce their own thing, right? And bomb all the other countries so they couldn't do shit. What the fuck is that? Because you want to be rich. If you want to be rich, maybe grow some brain. How can you be beaten by some fucking rice eating Asians? Sweden is beyond Nasdaq and Dow Jones and Hang Seng. How the fuck can you explain that? We fucking 8 million people. You are 350 million people. And you can compete with some fucking Swedes? Holy fuck. If you don't believe me, go into the stock market. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you're doing over there in the United States. Why are you so scared of China for? Eight, 8 of 10 is called what is it called in English? Fonder. It's kind of a mix of stocks, right? From China were superior in the whole world, beyond America. And then you did something. You raised the 10-year um, saving plans, so people moved over all the money from them in February. I don't know what the fuck you did. I don't know. It's not right. But what can I do? But it's very difficult now because when you believe in this fucking virus, it's fucking difficult to know what the states and countries are gonna do. So stop believing in this shit so we can have a normal world, so we can invest in companies that are good and productive. Stop this shit for fuck's sake. It's been a year and a half, over a year and a half now. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. And I can tell you this, it's not easy for me to place my money when you do this shit. Fucking the same fucking week I put my money in Asia. Yeah. Bang boom bang boom. You made some restrictions against Asia. Yeah, thank you. I lost a lot of fucking money. So thank you, Joe Biden, and thank you, United States. Thank you a lot. You're so fucking scared of China, so it's. And I hear that on InfoWars. You blame China for everything. It was Brennan that fucking took this shit up, and do you think the Chinese made the fucking coronavirus? Are you that fucking stupid? Don't you know about secret societies? Jesus Lord. So right now, I don't know. Basically, you're robbing me. And who can I call? Can I call the cops? But no, I can't. Because if I say Corona is a fucking hoax, they're gonna say no. Because WHO says it's a virus and a Delta virus, and it's a mutation from South America and from England and all this shit. When are you gonna wake up? When? We can't be more than 8 people gathering We can't even go to the bar after, I think it was 8 o'clock. I think now it's 10 o'clock. Who the fuck goes to a bar before 8 o'clock on a Friday night? So now we have to sit here. It's not fucking 2 weeks, a year and a half. I don't know what to do because I know the billionaires in the United States have so much damn money, so I can't do anything. It's up to them, and I'm tired of it, you know? I'm so fucking tired of it. And what did you do with Tencent Music? What did you do? Well, it was China that fucking fucked them up. I have a lot of stocks in them. So, and also political thing. I'm so tired of this shit, man. You know, if the world works like it's supposed to be, then you get an opportunity, right? But when you lie and fuck things up, then it's impossible. You know, I'm a musician. How the fuck could I go to a school and teach? Or play music outside? Or support me? Or do fucking anything? Can you explain that to me? There was no virus. When are you gonna get that in your brain? Until that day, we're fucked.